friends, here we are, RWBY, episode 3 of season 6. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Alright, it's called The Lost Fable, and this is gonna be the story of Salem and Ozpin. I'm calling it now. Oh my gosh, yes, just so much yes. I am more than ready to see what Rooster Teeth has in store for us today, because I have noticed that the fandom has started to make theories about what if Salem, because of her hair and because of her eyes and because Jean said he came from a long line of warriors, that maybe I can't do that thing with dabbers. Then maybe Salem is one of Jean's ancestors. He has a direct line to Jean, and maybe that's why Tyrion said, oh, well, you do interest me, to Jean, which would be so freaking epic if that actually happened. Anyway, without further ado, here we go.
Locked away by her cruel father, Salem was a girl who desired but one thing: freedom.
Weiss?
She lived in a time when kings and their kingdoms were plentiful. A legendary hero came to brave the challenges within the tower's walls.
It's Ozpin!
The people of the lands knew him as Ozma.
Ozma?
And Salem, to her surprise, found her freedom not in the outside world she had yearned for, but in the eyes of the man that had saved her.
Oh my gosh.
Where should we go now?
Wherever you'd like.
The two fell
And
deeply in love.
That's
planned
Oscar's
adventures
voice.
around the world and lived happily ever after. Or at least, that's what should have been. How could the gods let this happen?
Salem's going to...
Brothers of light and darkness, creation and destruction. Salem prayed they would see the injustice that had befallen her love and make things right. The
Salem?
domain of light was a sacred place.
Salem did this to Ozpin?
It was here the elder brother dwelled beside his fountain of life and creation.
Wait.
It was here where mankind would fall to ruin.
It's a lake. It's a really pretty lake.
Let him rest.
So she goes to the other one.
The god of darkness.
Now that looks like Salem's place. Oh, geez, freaking skeletons up in here.
None dared to enter his home, as men knew what monstrosities emerged from his blackened pools of annihilation.
The freaking
And
Grim
so you
Holes.
must understand the Dark Lord's surprise when he found a lone woman kneeling before him.
Ew! Ew! Oh, so much ew!
But she knew only he could answer her prayers.
That's
all
manipulation.
while careful to make no mention of his elder.
Rise, child, and let your faith in me be rewarded.
Ew! No.
What have you done?
Uh-oh.
I have done what I please, brother.
Yee.
You may bask in the powers of creation, but you do not own them.
You don't either.
This is not creation. Do not lecture me.
No! No! What did you do? Bring him back!
You dare enter my domain and show such disrespect.
No, that's...
Ozma!
I am abiding by the rules we agreed upon.
We have our differences, but I have not come here.
That looks like the lightning Grim. Like that lightning dragon Grim.
Cannot be said for her.
There is so much happening here.
Only after I denied her pleas. Pleas that would have disrupted the balance that you and I created. Together. Then it seems I owe you an apology. Allow me to correct my mistake.
We have made you immortal.
Immortal?
You cannot die.
You cannot be with your beloved so long as this world turns.
You shall walk its face. You
Oh,
must
man.
learn the importance of life and death. Only then may you rest.
Salem was a prisoner once again. Her fruitless
Salem
attempts
loved
to
him.
reunite with Ozpin.
Wait a minute.
Salem traveled from one kingdom to another, telling tales of how she stole immortality from the gods, welcomed any swordsman to cut her down, and demonstrated her powers. With the kings and queens in awe, she pulled them deeper into her scheme. She painted them pictures of a time when they would no longer have to watch their loved
So
ones
Salem's
wither
not
and
even
die,
for darkness
when they could
either?
claim the powers of their creators for themselves. The gods had hoped that Salem would learn from her eternal curse.
Nope. You guys
And
done
she
made a
did.
mistake.
She learned that the hearts of men are easily swayed.
Well,
Has led you down this path.
screw you, man. Long line of warriors, my butt. This woman is not an arc. Whoa, dude! He freaking destroyed everything with like this, with like a spirit.
No,
But he couldn't kill her.
no.
You thought there was no greater punishment we could bestow upon you?
I'll come back. I'll tell the rest of the world of this massacre. Build a new army.
You do not understand. There is no one left. You are all that remains of humanity.
Yeah.
This
What are you? Okay. Oh my gosh! So that's what happened? The god of darkness just freaking shattered
Once
the
again.
moon. But people,
Salem was alone.
I heard somebody yelling as the
She
as the
cursed the
stuff
gods.
fell down.
She cursed
Yeah, now the
until
god of
fate
darkness,
led her
like,
back to the land of darkness.
hold on. Okay. A lot of stuff is happening right now. So the dragon, the bad dragon, the dark guy, he flew straight into the moon and like brought down meteors upon everything, and now everything is living in darkness and stuff. So magic used to exist back before like the moon meteors hit the earth. And now like rebuilding themselves, this is like a place, because the darkness guy basically left, and he said that his gift to the world was magic. So maybe that's why there's no magic, but there is semblances, because people did used to have magic, but now they don't really. But what I love is the fact that Ozpin isn't like the sole creator, the sole responsible person for like all of this stuff. Salem is. Ozpin was prisoner to something Salem did. I know they haven't really said that yet. But Salem still wants her love to be brought back. I imagine she's going to bring him back in this whole reincarnation cycle thing. I'm going to save the rest of my thoughts for afterwards, because a lot is happening here.
The Brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continued to give rise to horrific nightmares.
The Brothers
The
Grimm.
Fountain of Life granted her immortality.
The Brothers Grimm,
Then
the two
surely
brothers.
the pools of Grimm would finally take it away. She was
tried
wrong.
to kill herself. She tried to kill
This
herself.
force of pure destruction could not destroy a being of infinite life.
No.
Instead, it created a being of infinite light with a desire for pure destruction.
She did this to herself.
And in time,
Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge were the ideals upon which humanity was made. Now,
My gosh, those are the
leave them
relics.
behind
A crown,
that you may learn to remake
some sort of brooch, a
yourselves.
sword, and the lantern.
If brought together, these four relics will summon my brother and I back to your world.
What? Oh my god!
Humanity will be mankind has learned to live in harmony with one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you, and humanity will be made whole again. But if your kind is unchanged, if you demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves, then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence.
I'm sorry, but that world just isn't as dear to me without her.
Uh-oh.
If I may, I'd rather return to the afterlife to see Salem.
But
You will
Salem's
not
still
find
there.
her there. Where you seek comfort, you will only find pain.
So she tried to commit suicide and ended up
So,
burning away every last
I'll
ounce
do
of
it.
good in her body.
very well.
And Ozpin literally
Our
has
creation
the fate
rests
of the
within
world
your
in his
hands.
hands. Okay, I take back everything shady I said about
And
Ozpin.
so-
That poor guy.
Ozma was reborn. Call it magic or call it something stronger. But in that moment, the two knew exactly who it was that stood before them.
Oh, thank God. I'm okay. I actually like.
What do we do now?
Whatever we like,
What are you saying?
Now that's Ozpin's
we can
voice.
become the gods of this world. Our
No.
powers surpass all others.
No.
Our souls transcend.
I mean, I could kind of see it coming,
The
but
two amassed a
seriously?
following. That following grew into a prosperous kingdom. And at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
What? No! The original first four maidens were their daughters?
And destroy those who will deny it.
No, that still means humanity's divided, Salem. Like, there's so much about this that is so twisted. Whoa.
This isn't what he asked of me.
Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Mother! Father! Look!
It was a miracle. Their children could perform magic. But what should have been a joyous occasion was short-lived.
So did Ozpin never gift them with
Ozma
magic?
told Salem everything.
No.
The true
Ugh.
reason the God of Light had brought him back. The relics that lay scattered
gonna-
around the world. And the day of judgment he had been told to prepare for.
That's not even funny. Like, I mean, there was still a part of her that was so strong that she still loved him. But then this happened. There is always a gray area. And she's never going to die.
We finally have freedom.
He had to destroy Salem.
But he can't. She's immortal.
Knowing he could never rid the world of her through any mortal means.
How do I destroy Salem?
Not all of them were to his liking. You can't.
You can't. You can't. She has to destroy herself. She has to accept. She has to freaking remember that she has to humble herself. That's the only way. No. That is mean. Oh gosh. Okay. So much happened. So much happened. They had 4 daughters. And the 4 daughters were the maidens. Oh, the plains. Like, that looked like some freaking Xerneas stuff happening there. Like they're seriously Xerneas and Yvatal. They are Xerneas and Yvatal. The god of the god of destruction is Yvatal, and the god of creation is Xerneas, and that's how this is. Wow. Okay. Oh, there is always a gray area. There is always a gray area. Holy moly. So Salem loved him. She, sincerely loved him. Okay. I take back everything I ever said about Ozpin. Holy moly, I thought he was a bad person, but in reality, he is just caught up in the worst cycle ever. And it's all Salem's fault. Like, it was never, everybody, like, okay, everybody had it all wrong. Everybody thought Ozpin was the main central character of this. That he was the one that started everything. But he didn't. Salem was the one that started everything. And you know, interestingly enough, in the first episode, the very first episode of RWBY, the first voice we hear is Salem's. That should have been an indicator that, like, oh my gosh, Salem is the start of everything that happened. And she just wanted to end her life. She just wanted peace. She wanted rest. Instead, she freaking became, like, a being of pure destruction and horribleness. I mean, now I know for certain, like, I mean, Salem did say Tyrion needs a new tail. Sorry, but there were so many people that thought that, you know, that Salem was gonna throw Tyrion in there and give him, like, a Deathstalker tail. Now we know for certain that ain't gonna happen, because the moment Tyrion would have gotten thrown in there, he would have died, like, instantly. Like, Ozpin made mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes. A ton of mistakes. And that Cain has been with him since the beginning. So, alright. Holy crap. Holy crap, you guys. Holy crap. Okay. So, there was a lot, like, I'm just so, like, okay, how much of, like, the four maidens thing was true? Because, I mean, why, if people already know about Ozpin's reincarnation cycle, then would it really be so much of a bad thing to say that, yeah, the maidens were my daughters? I mean, would they put two and two together? I don't think they would. Because if he left out something about Salem, he could have just said, I married a sorceress, or something. And they'd probably believe him. But those maiden powers are... That's another reason why they probably went to Cinder back in Volume 3, because they weren't just Ozpin's powers. They were Salem's too. So the maidens... Sure, they're good. They have pure hearts. They're amazing. Like, they're definitely good. But they're also, like, they have a bit of bad in them. And now, oh my gosh. And now that they have a fall maiden on their... Another freaking realization. Salem's a mother. Salem's a mother. What if, like, she's trying to get back, like, all of the maidens for herself? But what if there's still some small part of her that just wants her children back? Is that why there are only 4 members of Salem's posse? I mean, yes, 3 of them are men, but they're like her children. Kind of. Sort of. I mean, this is obviously why Cinder's the favorite. Because she's not only the Fall Maiden, but Salem is like... Like, now that Salem has the Fall Maiden back under her wing, there might be a small part of her that feels like she has been reunited with one of her children. And what if Jin's answer, like, how can I... He asked, how can I defeat Salem? Jin answered, you can't. You can't. So Ozpin needs to start trusting people, other people, because other people might defeat Salem. I have no idea what this means for Silver-Eyed powers, but what it might mean, what I think it might mean, is that the reason, like, Silver-Eyed warriors, maybe the silver light can burn away every impurity, or something like that, and maybe that's why Salem's afraid. What if Ruby uses that power on Salem? Will she burn away Salem's darkness? Okay, I have a lot to write up. I have a lot to think about. But until next week, because believe me, I think this is going to be, the next episode is going to be one very, very, very interesting episode. Poor Salem.